It's a cold, windy, and rainy day in New York City, but crypto and blockchain enthusiasts from all over the world are here for the continent's biggest crypto event of the year, Consensus 2019. We're encased in a see-through podcast booth, almost like animals in a zoo. And what? Oh. And we've got a number of fantastic guests here to discuss their blockchain projects. You'll learn about bravocoin.com, a blockchain-based alternative to Yelp. It's about time. Nick Saponora from the DIVI Project pops in for a quick update. And we finally had the opportunity to speak with Hongfei, CEO of NEO, to discuss what many have dubbed the Ethereum of China. 2 of 2 podcasters say you should listen to this episode. It's good for you. So we've got Consensus at Consensus. It's episode number 270 of the Bad Crypto Podcast.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, ignition.
Who's bad?
And welcome to the Bad Crypto Podcast, live from Consensus 2019.
You know, we are actually in an amazing booth here, and we have ourselves a sound engineer here, Slavic over there, rock and roll.
Thanks, Slavic.
And we are live here at Consensus. Well, not live, but we're live right now.
Wait, let me check.
I'm
Got
alive.
a pulse. I'm alive.
I'm alive too. Yeah, we're good. So we're both alive, and we've had some amazing guests for you today, folks.
What a day. So we've actually done all the interviews already, and now we're just recording this, the front and the back of the show. But we know that people are going to love these interviews. We spoke with Adam Barlam and Lorena Valencia of bravocoin.com.
Yep.
Of which, full disclosure, this is a sponsored segment that you'll be hearing from them, and we are big believers in Bravo. We've got Nick Saponara. Of course, we're going to talk in a moment about DIVI Project as a sponsor for the show, and we really like DIVI. And finally, who do we just get to interview?
Yeah, I'm literally on the mic that the Hongfei, the CEO of NEO, was on. Well, founder of AntShares.
Right.
Because we're old school back in the day.
Right.
Yeah, very
And then
cool.
NEO.
Very friendly guy. And you can actually see all of the pictures of us on the show notes today. What
Yeah.
episode are we on? 270?
This is episode 270.
Yeah. badco.im/270. You can see all of our wonderful faces.
And before we get there, let's go ahead and give shout outs to our sponsor. Why don't you tell the good folks about DIVI Project?
Yeah, speaking of DIVI, actually we had Nick here just moments ago. DIVI is a cryptocurrency app that makes it easy to earn, transact, and store your cryptos. DIVI is the first crypto ecosystem powered by master nodes that can be installed with one click. Very, very handy, very fancy, very nice. It doesn't take a whole lot of brain power to do it. You go click, boom, click. Next thing you know, you're getting DIVI.
Boom.
Sound effects are there for you too. So DIVI was created by the DIVI Project, and they're definitely committed to reducing the friction of crypto through their UX and UI. You can check that out at diviproject.org.
Get you a little bit of the
OG.
master nodes there. And while you're at it, get you some BST to be OG as well. What is BST?
Yeah, you know me.
They are the Blue Share Security Tokens. And again, we welcome them as a newer sponsor to the Bad Crypto Podcast. It's a next generation Swiss trusted, secure, blockchain liquid digitalized investment. So basically what you got here with the BST tokens are tokenized equity capital participation shares in a Swiss-based consolidated company. It's called Interprom Mining AG. They're one of the first businesses in the world to offer traditional equity capital participation shares on the Ethereum blockchain. So that means you can get capital appreciation, you can get dividends, you've got mobility, security, liquidity to all stakeholders. What these guys are doing are trying to do security tokens right. And you can check it out at blueshare.io and get you some BST. Yeah, Travis.
IO. We got a show to go to, folks.
We do got a show. So let's go ahead and jump in right now with our first interview. Mr. Travis Wright, when was the last time you used Yelp to find a service and read reviews?
Yesterday.
Yelpster Day?
Yelpster Day. I did it Yelpster Day.
Yelpster Day.
I looked for something to help put food in my belly.
Yelp is not always the most trustworthy. There's all kinds of questionable activity on the service, and a lot of people say there's pay per play.
I have heard that, and also I've heard of the I've heard of the extortion stuff that's happened on Yelp before, which is a little crazy.
That can neither be confirmed nor denied.
I can confirm that I can't deny that.
That is true. Well, blockchain solves a lot of problems. And in the social world, we've come upon a team that has developed a Yelp alternative on the blockchain. It's called bravocoin.com. And we have with us here the CTO and one of the co-founders, Adam Barlam, and also Lorena Valencia, the other co-founder. Welcome to Bad Crypto.
Hey guys,
Thank you.
pleasure to be here.
We're glad to have you here. And we were happy to discover, we got introduced by, I think, a mutual friend, Kurt Braggett, who was on a previous episode talking about EOS. And he said, you guys need to check out what bravocoin.com is doing because they've got a system that definitely competes with Yelp. And you probably haven't heard of it yet. And we hadn't. So who was the one that came up with the idea?
So I think it was kind of like a joint effort. I had a business prior to launching this, and I dealt with Yelp on various occasions. And one of the issues that I came across again and again was Yelp trying to force my arm to advertise with them. And I kept saying, no, I'm not interested. I come from an SEO and the marketing background. So there were 99% of my traffic came from Google. So there really wasn't a need for me to advertise with Yelp. So after about 2 or 3 weeks of going back and forth with Yelp, they finally realized I wasn't interested. And prior to that,
No means no.
Prior to that, I had 100% 5-star reviews on Yelp. And suddenly, all these bad reviews started filtering to the top. And I went down from 5 stars to 4 stars. And there was a recent study done at Stanford that states that every half-star review that you lose, or a half-star ranking that you lose on Yelp, results in 11% reduction in business. So I feel like they're almost like digital extortionists in a way.
You gonna advertise with us over here, Adam? Or what? You're not gonna advertise? Huh? Oh, well, this is gonna be interesting. You might want to pay attention to your star ratings here.
11%. Boom. Like that.
Oh, how you like me now? You gonna advertise now?
No, 11.1%.
Oh, sorry
Boom.
about that. Oh, you're 2.5-star reviews now, huh?
Pretty
This
soon,
is good.
you got nothing.
Yeah.
Lorena, how did you decide to get involved?
Well, I've known Adam for about 15 years, and I had another business that I built over 16 years and sold that and retired for a little bit and got super bored and thought that there was a lot of power in reviews. And I wanted to export that Yelp concept into Mexico because they weren't really doing a lot there. And I thought, wow, that'd be incredible. And then I talked to Adam, who I'd known for a long time. And Adam said, hey, we should do this on blockchain. So I didn't know what that was. And he explained it to me. And in 20 minutes, that was it. And that's how the idea was born.
It sure is fancy to be able to have reviews that are backed up on the blockchain that are transparent and uneditable and unchangeable. And so that they're authenticated. So maybe what's the process that you guys go through to authenticate those reviews? That way users know, and even, business owners know that these reviews are legit and you don't have Vito over there, Vito on the blockchain over here making you offers.
So there's a couple of different things that we do. So we're a proof of stake based platform.
I love steak.
Yeah,
My favorite. I eat it
all types of
often.
steak. So we actually are a fork of Steemit, which runs graphene. So it's a delegated proof of stake platform. The more Bravo coin that you're holding, the more your vote is worth on our platform. So we have a weighted algorithm. So if you're just like a noob, or you're Vito and you want to mess with, Donnie Chase's store down the street, you can leave a review for it. But if you don't get any community validation in the forms of likes on your review, it doesn't do anything to the ranking, or it doesn't. And the user who's leaving the review doesn't earn any Bravo coin or cryptocurrency. So there's incentive to leave truthful reviews, and then the community validates these reviews to ensure that they're truthful. And then we're starting to implement some additional functionality, such as plagiarism detection. So we'll actually look through on Yelp and other sites if someone tries to leave a review to see if it's a copied review or if it's plagiarized. And another thing we're going to be implementing is proof of location. So basically, we're going to be able to detect, we're actually going to be utilizing XYO network. And we're going to be able to detect whether or not a user truthfully was at the hotel or the restaurant that they say they were at. So those are a couple of different things that we're going to be implementing.
That's interesting. How's that going to work? Is it like based on their device, where their device was located or something?
So the way the XYO network is, they use beacons and they do triangulation. So they have over, I believe, 5 million beacon points right now in the United States, all throughout, all scattered throughout. So basically, we could connect into their blockchain and then validate that a user is within specific GPS coordinates that they say they're at. So currently, there's some issues. If you just do that on a standalone, non-decentralized application, or you're not crowdsourcing this data, because people can spoof this GPS data, or they can provide fraudulent.
But what if I want to leave a review at a place that I was a couple days ago? Or like, I was at the Parthenon in Greece and I left a review like a week later, so I'm not there now, right? And then maybe if I want to leave that review on Google Places or on the Google, and then I copy it and paste it in Bravo, so now I have a problem of I'm not there and I plagiarized my own review.
So the plagiarism would be an issue. Not actually being there wouldn't be an issue, because you'd be validated that your identity via the XYL blockchain was at that location.
Oh, okay.
So even though it wasn't in present
It says
time,
you were there.
Correct.
Stop copying yourself.
we'd
Gosh.
be able to validate
Plagiarizing
that
myself.
information.
You guys call it proof of brain
Proof of brain.
algorithm.
Correct. Yeah. So that's an interesting take.
POB?
POB.
The POB.
Not to be confused with PAB, but POB. So basically, what we do with proof of brain is it's a form of validation that it's a consensus mechanism. It's a form of validation that what the user is writing is intelligent and worthwhile and honest and should be rewarded as such. So that's what our proof of brain consensus mechanism is. And basically, the users who are on the network validate these reviews, and the more likes that the review gets, the more crypto that you earn.
Can I just leave a rating and not leave a review?
So you need to actually leave a review. We actually do have a minimum number of words that you need to leave for a review. And the reason that we do this is that initially when we launched, you could leave a review that was just one word if you wanted to. But unfortunately, leaving a review for a restaurant that says
Sucks.
yeah, or good, that's not really not really beneficial information for the end user. I mean, okay, yeah, you left a review.
Well, I mean, iTunes allows you to leave a rating, but not necessarily leave a review. So the review adds that extra context.
Exactly. It has extra context.
So you don't get no points for leaving a rating, but it's like, what, this is good. Maybe I'll leave my rating later as maybe a placeholder.
So you don't necessarily get earn crypto for leaving a rating, but you earn curation rewards for rating other users' reviews. So that's another way that you can earn tokens on our platform. So say I know you, Travis, right? You're not very interested in leaving reviews. You prefer to read.
Oh, you said I'm not very interesting. I was going to say thank you. So nice of you to say.
I know from personal conversations with you that you like reading reviews, but you don't really like writing reviews.
Well, especially if I have like a minimum and I'm like, I got to have 25 words here to come up with here right now. It's like, let me rate it. I like to rate, but not necessarily review. Some people, they love writing reviews. They're going to go lengthy and paragraphs and tell you all about it. And to me, I'm like, I'd like to rate it and be like, this is good. I liked it. And then just because of my clout on the platform or whatever, say, hey, they liked it. But I think then it would probably be easy for people because then I would go through and I would rate all the places that I like. But leaving a review for every place might be a little bit cumbersome. But I know a lot of people love to leave reviews. I love to read them.
Oh yeah. There's kind of like the two camps. You have the people that just read reviews. Like everyone reads reviews. Let's be honest. When you're buying something on Amazon, when you're going to a restaurant, I'm always checking the reviews to see.
I'm always checking the shitty reviews. I'm looking at those. I'm like, why do they hate it?
Exactly. And and it's interesting, and we go back to the 4-star thing that I was talking about previously, is that's almost like my cutoff boundary for determining whether or not I go to a location. So if a location has less than 4 stars, I'm very hesitant to go there. And like I was mentioning before, these ratings can be easily manipulated and greatly reducing.
You're such a review snob, you guys.
So the website is bravocoin.com, and you can download the app for both iOS and Android, right?
Correct. Yep.
And while you guys were talking, I just reviewed the Carnegie Hotel, which is where I am staying.
Awesome.
And
is that why you weren't asking any good questions?
That's why I was leaving all the great questions to you, Travis, because you do that. I said, nice hotel, warm staff. The forced extra fee they charge for snacks and fruit is a little ridiculous, but great location and comfy room. It's up to you, New York, New York. And so now I'm going to earn some Bravo just for posting that. So how soon, like how often does the blockchain refresh, and when will I see those rewards?
Sure. So our block time is 30 seconds. We forked Steemit. We're a delegated proof of stake platform. So every 30 seconds, there's going to be a new block written. Every 10 minutes, that block becomes irreversible. So if you leave a review, like I said before, if you leave a review and it's a crappy review and people don't like your review, you don't earn anything for it. But since your review seems like it's pretty good, and I'm going to like it here in a second, you're going to earn Bravo Coin for your review. And the amount of Bravo Coin that you earn is dictated by the users who are liking your review. So since we're a staking-based platform, if a user has 5,000 Bravo and likes your review, you're going to earn more Bravo from that like as opposed to someone who knew who just signed up who only has 10 Bravo.
So if I have a fat stack of Bravo and then I vote, I'm King Daddy
Exactly.
of
Yep.
Bravo.
Yep. Your vote is worth more than users who are noobs. So we value the seasoned users and the users who are invested in the platform, to make it better by rewarding them with a larger weight on their vote.
I'm going to make reviews great again.
I think I want to make a review of the Michelangelo Hotel for the umbrella that I stole.
Well,
I'm going to return it, though.
It's not stolen necessarily. You picked it up because it is raining and cold in New York. Thanks, New York. And here's the deal. If it's up to you, New York, why would New York choose rain?
I don't know.
In spring.
It's true.
I don't like it.
Great. All right, finishes up. Lorraine, any other final words or thoughts about Bravo that we should know?
Yeah, one of the things that we like most about Bravo and that our users have expressed to us is that, it's a great beginner's platform. For a lot of people who don't know how to buy crypto, where to buy crypto, what to buy, this is a great onboarding platform.
Because they don't have to go to like an exchange or anything.
Exactly.
Yeah,
right?
and stuff that they're already doing. For example, Adam's parents have a competition between the two of them of who's earning more Bravo, and they're like prolific review writers. And his mom said the other day, "I've earned enough to buy a Dooney and Burke bag." And so people say, "I don't own Bravo," and yeah, you do. If you're on our platform, you're already in the crypto.
Yeah, the people who are on TripAdvisor and the people who are on Expedia or the people who are leaving reviews on Yelp or any of these other places, they're doing it for free, and they're spending a lot of time curating great information. And now you can do that not only for regular topics, but also crypto topics. So if you like crypto, I noticed you guys have coins on here, exchanges. We just added that coin on there, Mr. Joel Com.
How about that?
How bad?
It's pretty bad. Actually, you guys have 0 reviews since we just added it. So we're hoping you guys get some pretty bad reviews.
Nice.
Right. So the categories are restaurant services, hotels, attractions, movies, books, video games, events, and employers. And then coins, exchanges, podcasts, and D apps. And right there under podcasts, looky there, you guys can go and also review us on the Bravo Coin app. And you could, so iTunes doesn't give you anything for reviewing. Right?
No one gives you. You're giving away your reviews to all these companies that are earning billions and billions of dollars on your content. Authors don't give away their books for free or their material for free. Why are all these consumers giving away this valuable material that these companies are then harnessing and utilizing and further marketing to them? And they're just exploiting the users for this. So we thought, if we can create a revenue sharing platform, that's fun, it's easy to use, it's very familiar for users who are familiar with Web 2.0 apps like Facebook and Instagram and Yelp. It should be an easy segue for them to come on board. And actually, like Lorena said, my parents, they currently use Bravo Coin. About a third of our users have actually never been exposed to crypto before in their life. And now they're utilizing our platform. They're earning crypto. And now they're starting to ask the questions that we want them to ask, like, how do I spend this? How can I convert it into Bitcoin? What can I do with this? And it's the perfect segue to get these people into the ecosystem. That's one of the main issues that I currently see.
Well, no, bad coin's the perfect entree, but Bravo's pretty good.
Very, very, very comparable, very close. So, one of the issues that I see constantly throughout this industry is that it's very complex. And if you're not technologically advanced, you're not going to understand it. Like, for instance, my dad, there'd be no way I'd be able to teach him how to use MetaMask. That's just impossible. It's unfeasible. I wouldn't even attempt it. But my dad knows how to use Facebook. He knows how to use Instagram. He knows how to use Yelp. I showed him this app. He said, "Oh, this is easy. I know how to do this already."
Yeah. Get paid to judge things.
Yeah, exactly.
Be judgmental all you want, Mr. Judgy McJudgy Pants.
People love to leave their opinions, regardless if they're positive or negative.
Opinions are like, everyone has one.
Can you leave video reviews also, or just photos?
Currently just photos, but we are adding video capabilities.
Because so we're here at Consensus right now, and I'm going to take a picture of you two across the table from us, and I'm posting it with a review of Consensus.
Yeah, we have Consensus listed as an event.
I saw it. I found it, and I'm going to post it right now. And I'm going to
give it a 1-star review.
Hey,
I'm going to rate your review as a 1-star.
That's not nice.
Hey, that's okay.
Hey, even if you rate it, if you rate his review and it's a bad review, but you like what he wrote, since you're validating that it's a legitimate review, he's still going to earn for it.
So once I've clicked to take the picture, how do I share it?
Click the photo button at the bottom. It'll upload it.
Photo button at the bottom. There it goes. This is really easy.
That photo button thing. I did see that was confusing, and I was like, well, okay, I already selected my photo, so maybe actually have that as an upload image would be a little better.
I think we're gonna make it say like submit or something.
Yeah.
We actually had a similar button previously for the reviews, and we changed that over to post review, and people said that was a little more clear.
Yeah, I was not clear because I actually chose a bunch of images, and then I was like, oh, I got to choose them again. And so I hit cancel. I was like, go through and choose them again. And then I noticed when I put the images up for the Parthenon, those images actually didn't show up. The Bravo logo still stayed there as the main header images.
So you just need to refresh. So
Okay.
it'll actually show back up because
very nice.
when it refreshes the profile. But I saw what you uploaded.
Oh, very cool.
Okay, and you guys are already listed on an exchange or two, right?
This is correct. We're currently listed on System Coin, and we're in talks with a couple other exchanges as
Is
well.
that System Coin with a K, right?
System Coin with a K and an I. It's actually a Turkish exchange. It was the first exchange that we were accepted to, and actually, as a result, we've gone kind of viral in Turkey. So
Nice.
we have
So
quite
there's
a
all
few.
kinds of-
So yeah, this is a global platform. Actually, we have real-time translations on it as well. So if a Turkish user leaves a review in Turkish, you can real-time translate it into English.
What is it with all these people reviewing Thanksgiving on the app? I don't understand the connection going on here. Now, this is you guys didn't do an ICO for this.
No ICO, no private
No
placement.
fundraise?
Nope, this was
nice.
100% self-funded between Lorena and myself.
No
Wow,
begging on the
bootstrap.
street.
I
you
mean,
know.
a little bit. I had to sign up, we'll work for blockchain.
Will
But
Bravo for bad coin or something like that?
No stripper money on your end, Adam.
Oh, hello.
Nice.
Okay.
Good job.
you can check out my Gigolo profile on Bravo.
Just,
My Bravo review, please.
Just made this show explicit. Thanks, gang. Appreciate that.
Uh-oh.
And when you guys go sign up, use our affiliate link, because when you do that, do they get Bravo when they go through the link?
Yes, they do. Every user who signs up gets 10 Bravo.
Okay.
Instantly funded to their wallet.
And when you use the Bad Crypto link, you support Bad Crypto, and we get 10 Bravo. So we're all saying Bravo. It's badco.in/Bravo.
Bravo for everyone.
Bravo! Adam Barlam and Lorena Valencia, bravocoin.com. Thank you both for joining us today. And everybody go download this app and install it and use it because you get paid to do reviews. Duh.
Pretty cool.
Awesome. Thank you for having
Thanks,
us.
guys.
Mr. Travis Wright, we're here at Consensus, and look who just came by the booth.
Patrick Mahomes.
It is his twin, his long lost twin. No, it is our friend Nick Saponora, the CIO with DIVI Project. Of course, they're actually one of the sponsors of this particular program, and we've been talking about you guys now for months. And I'd love to see my masternoding.
Yeah, it should be kicking out some nice rewards for you. I saw you pop
it
up in
is.
our group, our Telegram chat not too long ago.
Yeah, I need a little support.
Yeah.
More emotional than anything.
Yeah. I hope they were able to oblige.
DiviProject.org. So why don't you kind of give us an update on what's happening new?
Yeah, lots of things, lots of new partnerships. We just partnered with Crypto Wolf, and they're going to be allowing us to build an easy on-ramp so that right from the wallet, rather than going through the exchange and going through all that crazy process of onboarding into Divi, you just click Buy Divi. Another one-click solution that we're building right now. That should be out within the next few weeks. Should be going into testing here soon.
Are people going to be able to do their masternode right from that?
Right from there, yeah, you can.
Really?
Yep, because we're adding Bitcoin to our wallets, you'll be able to just instantly swap your Bitcoin for Divi and vice versa.
Sweet.
So when those rewards are coming in, if you need a little bit of Bitcoin, boom, you can do it right there from the wallet.
A little bit of Bitcoin in my wallet.
So it's like sort of Changely or
Yeah.
swap? Is
Crypto Wolf is basically a competitor to like a Shapeshift or
okay.
Changely or something like that.
So
very
what,
nice.
what will they peg the Bitcoin price to then?
It's based on the exchanges that we're listed on.
Okay.
And we have some new ones that we'll be announcing soon. that I
Very exciting.
Can't tell you about yet, but
Very nice.
Tell
Tell us now.
Why can't you tell
I
us?
promise you guys will be the first to know.
Very good.
The other thing I'm really excited about right now is mobile masternodes, which have just gone into testing. We're beta testing. You can actually deploy a masternode from your phone with the click of a button. It's very exciting.
You can start staking your Divi right there and start
Right there.
earning.
Yep.
Wow.
One click.
One click. So it's pretty fancy. That's one thing I think is really awesome about it is that, you set up your masternode. You got to pay a little bit of fiat to actually get your masternode going.
Right.
Because there's server fees and whatnot. So I think it's like $10 for some of the smaller ones and $15 a month. But if you have a masternode, you're getting way more than that money coming in every single month. So it's actually almost like a no-brainer.
Yeah. The last time I checked, the current monthly returns on a diamond node, which is the highest level, is like over $2,000 now.
Really?
Yeah, which is really nice. It's almost a side income.
Yeah. Even the I know the silver one, if you're getting like almost 2,100 or 2,200 Divi a day.
Yeah, I mean it's basically 50 to 60% coins year over year, extra coins.
Mm-hmm.
So even if the prices are declining, you're still averaging your costs, right? And that keeps you that mitigates a lot of the risk that you incur with these coins.
When we first talked to you guys and we heard about this, we're like, masternodes are cool, but is this legit? And then you walked us through setting up our own masternodes. It really is the easiest darn thing out there, and I think because of that, you're building a community of people that are like, I'm mining, and it's drop dead simple.
Right, and it's a lot like what you guys are doing with Badcoin, right? Trying to open or lower the barrier to entry for the non-technical users or people who don't have the equipment to mine Bitcoin or the financial resources to mine Bitcoin or some of the larger top 10 coins, which require so many resources. I think it's really a proof of concept, though. What our focus is to really create a user experience that's accessible and familiar to the user. Even people that just have used PayPal or Venmo,
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a crypto app. People shouldn't even know that they're using a crypto app. It should just.
Well, you guys are making it simple. That's for sure.
That's the key. That's
I'm crypto and I don't even know it.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. So I love that. The one click. One thing I really like about it is the fact that you don't actually need to have the app open. You set it up, and then it's running in the back. It's running in the cloud somewhere, right?
That's right. Yeah, but you retain control of your keys.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't sacrifice decentralization, and we're still able to provide a user experience that's superior.
Such a great idea.
I like that. It's not using my system resources because I'm using that to mine Badcoin.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you can do both at the same time.
So I pop open my Divi once every few days, and I just look and make sure, they're still running and rewards are coming in, and the price seems to be holding really stable as well. Where do you think, in summary, the value is coming from?
I think we've really incentivized the users to hold the coins because you're able to hold onto your coins and get to the next level of masternode, and because the long-term vision of the project hasn't been fully realized yet. And most of our coin holders, I think, understand that vision. People aren't selling. At any given time, we have less than 1% of the total supply available for purchase on the exchange. I think last I checked, it was like 0.04% of the coins total supply were available on the exchange, which is pretty remarkable.
Maybe in a future edition of Badcoin, we got to add those master nodes so people hold them and earn more cryptos.
Yeah, any way you can gamify the system, like our lottery blocks, for example, which pay out like 500,000 Divi per week to 11 lucky participants. That's another incentive to hold and keep staking and keep participating in the network.
Well, what you do not know is while you have been sitting here, I have hacked your computer. I have taken your code. We have already forked it to Badcoin, and now we have Bad Divi.
Bad Divi.
Nick Saponora, thanks so much for joining us again. DiviProject.org.
Yeah.
Stay bad, my friend.
Thank you guys so much.
Thanks for the update.
Travis, I remember very early on in our crypto journey, you and I discussed a new project that promised to be the Ethereum of China, and it was called Ant Shares.
Yes.
You remember that?
I think that was one of the very first tokens that we ventured off of Coinbase for, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. It was.
It was the very first one.
Where do I buy this? I don't know. Coinbase doesn't have this. Where do I find the ants?
We're like, oh no, Coinbase. Well, I thought that was all of crypto was Coinbase then.
Mm-hmm. It wasn't. And we did manage to get some ant shares. At a
You
very,
figured it out.
Exchange?
I don't remember.
Bittrex. It was Bittrex.
Yeah.
Was it Bittrex?
He ventured out there first, and he was able to snag it.
I
think he got it like sub $2 or something.
I did get it lower than $2.
Oh,
And
that should be a good investment.
the other voice that you hear with us right now is the co-chair of the NEO Foundation, the CEO of NGD, and the founder of NEO, Da Hongfei. Da, welcome to Bad Crypto.
Thank you for having me.
Does it warm your heart to hear that we were there when ant shares was a thing?
Yes, I am impressed that you invested in the Chinese originated project so early.
I remember there was the buzz around it. In
Uh-huh.
America was this is like Ethereum, but in China, and it's a different environment and ecosystem and culture, and they're going to gravitate towards their own.
I know the mindset that every US platform you will have a Chinese counterparty.
Exactly.
It's like you have Amazon here, we have Alibaba, we have Taobao, and you have Twitter, we have Weibo. So we have those equivalents. But actually, NEO is quite different from Ethereum. The philosophy behind it is very different. Yeah, we call ourselves a pragmatic idealism. So we share the same vision of other blockchain supporters, but we will do it in a different approach.
To be clear, NEO and shares became NEO, and NEO is now a blockchain platform for distributed apps, or D apps, as we like to call them. You are headquartered in China, and you were the first blockchain development project in China, right? This is kind of
exactly.
you're a big deal in Asia and America now.
Thank you.
Very good. So my question would be is, so shortly after we started our show in 2017, then the bull run started to take off, and then China said, nope, no more Bitcoin mining, no more exchanges, right? And then how did that impact NEO, and how are you guys still able to operate within China? Is there some regulations or some rules that allow you guys to still continue?
Government is a very abstract word. There are different agencies, different regulators under government. And in general, the Chinese government is not encouraging anything that's speculative. So if you are fueling speculative business, it's discouraged in China. So if you're trying to promote the price of cryptocurrency, it's not allowed in China. But if you are doing the technical development, you are investing in technology itself, it is actually encouraged in China. I have contact with different agencies and some regulators of Chinese government, and that's the signal that they're sending. They encourage technology, but not speculation.
So you mentioned that Ethereum is in NEO or fundamentally different. Here in the West, I think we think that there's a lot of similarities between the two. But so how are you guys different? And then what is your guys' would you say is your main sort of selling point? Like, why would people choose to build on the NEO blockchain?
The new blockchain has a different consensus mechanism. It's called DBFT. It's very different from proof of work that Ethereum and Bitcoin are currently
DBFT?
using. Yes, DBFT, delegated presenting fault tolerant.
Okay.
It has perfect finality. That means if you got one confirmation, it is confirmed. You don't need to worry that your transaction gets reversed. And also we have a different economics. We have a dual token system. We separate stake with utility. So imagine in other blockchains, they only have one token. So it's like you are owning the share of a company, let's say Apple. If you want to buy a new iPhone, you use those shares to buy the new iPhone. So it's a little bit weird that currency and stake are mixed together. So
it's genius.
Decouple them.
Yeah. I mean, we've had this conversation many times when we're talking about this. It's like, if in 2000, if instead of me buying that iMac for $2,000 or $3,000, if I had instead bought Apple at $11, right, I'm way better, right?
Yeah.
But so now, if we, as we're moving forward, if more companies sort of adopt your model, where it's like, you can actually use the shares of your company that you own to buy our product, so it becomes more of a loyalty sort of a hook.
Yeah. So it's you don't need to use your stake to pay for the bill. With NEO.
Very nice. So you got the gas too.
You got gas.
Mr. Chokan.
I do. And I didn't discover gas until I downloaded the Neon wallet and I saw claim gas. And I'm like, with Ethereum, I'm used to spending for gas, but with NEO, I get a token. It's the gas token. So what is that, and how does it work, and why is it showering down on me?
NEO, like I said, is a governance token, the stake or the voting power. And if you want to pay for transactions, you need gas. At the very beginning, one gas is combined with one NEO, but the gas is not locked. So it's not unlocked, it's locked. So it gradually unlocked from your NEO. So if you are owning a small amount of NEO, you will get a stream of gas slowly showing up in your balance, and you can claim it anytime you wish. And then you can use this gas to pay for all the transactions. So basically, if you own a small portion of NEO, a few NEOs, you basically it's free to use the new network.
See, that's different. Usually, you build up your gas by eating beans, and it builds up a slow stream of gas, and then it rewards you, right?
With the feeling of relief. I have a question around NEO not really being divisible, right? So like, because I remember, you have to have a whole one. You can't have like a 0.5 of NEO or a point something. Why is that? And when NEO was over $100 and I want to buy something for $30, like how do you do that if it's not divisible? Is that only with the gas or what? Because that was confusing to me.
Yeah, NEO is not meant to be the currency in the network.
Okay.
Gas is meant to be the currency, and NEO is meant to be the vote. So 0.5 vote, it doesn't make sense. So it's either 1 vote or 2 votes.
So the value of the NEO, the coin, what people are investing in, is the value of the vote.
The value of the stake of the system. So you're basically owning the system.
So, but it ultimately comes in the power, right?
Yes.
So those that are holding larger stake of NEO, they just have more voting.
You share the earning of gas. If somebody's spending gas on with the network, it will be immediately redistributed to the new holders.
Okay. So are projects now surfacing that are saying, hey, we love this and we're going to build on the NEO blockchain?
Yes. There are many.
Maybe talk about a couple. That
you look in your Neon wallet, Mr. Joe Com. There's all kinds of cool little airdrops plopping in there.
You know what? During the crypto winter, I didn't want to open up any wallets and look at anything because I'm hodling for dear life.
Yeah,
and I know that the thaw is coming. So what might I find if I open up my Neon wallet?
Maybe some ontology.
You will have many dApps to use. A very interesting one is a game. It's called Crypto Fast. They're about to launch in a few months, I think 1 or 2 months. It's a car racing game. The graphics are really impressive. I don't know whether you've played a lot of blockchain games. The graphics are really like 80s or 90s.
Yeah, they're poor. So this is going to be something a little like I have EOS Nights.
Like a really real game.
A real game. There's another one. Have you seen the Gods Unchained? I think it's called. That's on the Ethereum blockchain. It's a trading card game. Yeah. So is this one you're talking about more an action game or what? RPG?
It's a car racing game. It's a real time. It's like a Need for Speed.
I'm feeling the Neo for speed.
NEO for speed, and you can use gas.
You can use gas. Boom.
Yeah, that's true. You can use gas in the game. Yes.
So that's great. So where do you see NEO over? Because I mean, you're one of the ones that's been around for a while. You guys are keep building on it.
Yeah.
Where do you see the long-term vision of NEO?
The vision of NEO is very clear. It's with the logo. It says smart economy. We are moving from current industrial economy to a smart economy. And the mission, that's the vision. Vision is something very far away. And the mission of NEO is to provide the optimal infrastructure for the next generation of internet. And we are also witnessing a paradigm shift of the internet. We're moving from today's centralized internet to tomorrow's decentralized internet.
Yeah, very true. We're experiencing that here in America, where we need to have more decentralization, especially where some of these large tech giants have all the power, right?
I think it's same globally. Yeah, we the end users should own their own data, and the infrastructure should be decentralized.
Well, how will a government maybe like China, who kind of likes to control things? I mean, when we start getting decentralized and everybody owns their own data, how is that going to play out, do you think?
I think that's the like a historical trend. You just cannot stop a technology. Internet is giving power, giving chance for ordinary people to have their voice. And every Chinese citizens are a heavy internet user. We use phones to like do everything.
Right.
To pay, even use phones to pay.
I mean,
bills.
WeChat is huge.
WeChat
That
is
is
huge.
such a crazy ecosystem.
It is.
Does everything.
Yes.
When we talk about social media and the giants and government control, a topic that we've discussed on this program multiple times is China's new social credit system. I'm just curious what your thoughts are on that.
I actually I don't know the details about so-called social credit system, but there are like credit system in the central bank, in the People's Bank of China, that is usually used when you need a mortgage, when you apply for a credit card. So I think we have that in almost all.
I think this is that, you know, based on being a good citizen, right? Or not being so good, you get ratings, and if you don't hit a certain threshold, then you can't, for example, use the transit system.
That's probably not true. The only people, a group of people, category of people that cannot use the bullet train is so-called, I don't know the exact word. These guys got sued on court and didn't pay their debt, and they were be put onto a blacklist, and they can take trains but not bullet trains.
They were bad in a bad way, not bad in a good way.
Not bad in the good way. Right on. Good deal. So, you know, back to NEO. So smart economy, there's a lot of different things. When you say smart economy, that's pretty big, right? I mean, we're talking stocks and commodities and gold and everything. So, you know, is that kind of your vision, kind of tying it all in and helping in multiple different ways?
Yes. I define a smart economy in 3 aspects. So, the first one is everything is digital. You will have a digital representative of physical things, of assets, of currencies, or even your identity, reputation, and it's interoperable. So every system can work together with others, and that's the first aspect. The second one is it is decentralized.
Okay.
If everything is digital and kept in a centralized system, it's a single point of failure. So you need the system to be distributed, decentralized. And the third character is shared ownership. Because we have a digital representative of everything, we can use programming language to manage them. And we can define very fine granularity of ownership. So in the past, we have private ownership. We have rent. We can rent things. But in the future, we have shared ownership. We don't really need to own something. We just own a part of the thing. And there can be very sophisticated logic behind it. So because we have different kind of ownership, the economy will be a different form of economy.
You know, I think that's really huge because, especially like here in America, right? You know, the gold is worth $7 trillion, right? We've heard that number. The world supply of gold is worth $7 trillion. Well, the problem is that all of the gold is a lot of it's paper gold. It's like not actually ounces of gold. It's, you know, the CFTC or whoever, they've created paper gold. I think it's, I don't know, remember which one it is, but it's like to silver, there's like, for every 1 ounce of silver, there's like 500 paper ounces, or for every ounce of gold, there's like 250 paper ounces of gold. I mean, so the manipulation of that, I mean, so you think about that, gold should be worth, you know, $400,000 an ounce or something crazy, right?
One of the reasons behind it is we don't have a global ledger. There are
no global ledger, right? No,
different ledgers, and they don't talk to each other. But with blockchain, we have a global ledger.
Yeah.
We know how many physical assets we have, and we know how many outstanding tokens are there, so we can match it.
Why can't we all just get along?
Yeah.
The website is neo.org for the NEO
Yes.
Foundation, and there's a link there to ndapp.org. And I'm looking through the list of DApps, and I did not realize just how much development is taking place now in the NEO.
We've had a few
space.
dApps actually on the show so far.
Oh, wow.
I don't remember which one the first one was, but I remember that we've had some that were built on Neon. And I know that I've gone into my Neon wallet and I've seen all kinds of new things that I've never even seen before.
Yes.
All kinds of tokens popping up in there. It's good.
I like to see all those. Travala, I think, was one of the ones
Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were on the show, I believe. And you've got Switchio.
I'm meeting
That
them.
is it. That's the Dex.
Yeah, I'm meeting them after this. After this podcast.
Oh, wait,
yeah.
Which one? The Travelo?
Traveler. Yes.
Oh, nice. Now the Switchio.
Switchio. Yeah.
That's a
Decentralized exchange.
decentralized exchange. Now that right there was one that's like, you got to be a little sophisticated to kind of figure at first, whenever that first came out, it's like, okay, now I got to connect my Neon wallet to here. It's sort of like IDEX to be able to that Switchio. So it was like the Neon version of the decentralized exchange. A lot of stuff being developed over there. Yeah, we're really glad to have you on the show, man.
Yeah,
Thank
what are
you.
your impressions of Consensus, this event?
This event?
Yeah.
I have been here consecutively for 3 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and it's like a roller coaster. I'm not saying that this year the people are not that fewer. It is fewer, but it's still very busy. You can see. But last year it's really crowded.
Oh yeah.
So it's really a reflection of the price of the market.
Right. But everybody's smiling because Bitcoin hit $7,900 today.
Yes.
It's going back up. So I noticed there's a lot more smiles, which is good.
Well, and as of this interview right now, time stamped for day one at Consensus, NEO is 19th in market cap, with a market cap of, this has got to make you smile. I mean, regardless of where it goes, but to think that the project you founded has a market cap of $648 million.
That's not bad.
That's a good day anyway.
It got all the way up to number 5 at one point, I believe, yeah?
Top 10. Yeah.
Top 10?
And it's about to hit $10. It's right there. And that's as of now, and maybe it'll take a little run of its own. But Da, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank
we
you.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having me.
Can you say "stay bad" in Chinese, please?
Stay bad?
Yeah, stay bad.
Oh, let me think how to translate it.
Yeah.
对自己狠一点.
It just sounded like Travis is an idiot. Wait, what did he say? That wasn't nice.
It says Joe Kama is an idiot.
That basically that means be tough to yourself.
So say it one more time.
对自己狠一点.
That's so great.
That's
so
awesome.
Great.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it.
Thank you guys.
Mr. Travis Wright, I never want to leave this booth here. I think I'm just going to live here. They might try to kick us out, but I'm chained myself to this microphone.
No, they're actually going to kick us out in about 2 minutes. Yeah.
So
live fast, my friend.
I am going to live fast. Thanks, everybody, for listening. Be sure to subscribe to the Bad Crypto Podcast at badcryptopodcast.com. Write us and tell us that you are the best at staying bad at badcryptopodcast@gmail.com.
Yeah, and tell a friend, right? The crypto markets are cruising up. We're sniffing on $8,000. Which is crazy because the last podcast we were sniffing at 6,000.
Yeah.
Like, this is reminiscent. It reminds me back in the day when crypto, it went up $1,000. Oh, it went up $800. What? It went up $1,200. Whoa, it went up 3,000 today. Wow. So tell a friend, get them subscribed to Bad Crypto and let them know they don't want to miss out on all the fun. They don't want you just to have all the fun. And also, if you're not mining Badcoin yet,
why not?
What are you doing? Badcoin.net. And if you are mining Badcoin, tell a friend and let them mine coin too. We want to have over 100,000 people mining Badcoin by the end of 2020. And if not, John McAfee will eat his dick.
I thought that John McAfee was going to eat Roger Vere's dick. Yeah.
I don't know. There's going to be dicks eaten.
Now that, my friends, is what we call the top level of staying bad.
Who's bad?
The Bad Crypto Podcast is a production of Bad Crypto LLC. The content of the show, the videos, and the website is provided for educational, informational, and entertainment purposes only. It's not intended to be and does not constitute financial, investment, or trading advice of any kind. You shouldn't make any decisions as to finances, investing, trading, or anything else based on this information without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional financial advisor. Please understand that the trading of Bitcoins and alternative cryptocurrencies have potential risks involved. Anyone wishing to invest in any of the currencies or tokens mentioned on this podcast should first seek their own independent professional financial advisor.
At Domino's, we're more than pizza, so mix it up with our specialty chicken, stuffed cheesy bread, sandwiches, pastas, medium 2-topping pizzas, and more for just $5.99 each, and we'll mix stand-up comedy with a robot.
Stuffed cheesy bread and my act have a lot in common. They're both super cheesy.
Tough crowd.
You can also mix it up with Domino's salads, marbled cookie brownie, bread twist, and medium 2-topping pizzas. Order any 2 or more for just $5.99 each. 2-item minimum. Bone-in wings, handmade pan pizza, and bread bowl pasta will be extra. You must ask for this limited time offer. Prices, participation, delivery area, and charges may vary.